colleagues, and I am Anandamayi. Ambedkar identified caste, religion, and the unequal and unfavorable treatment based on birth rather than on merit as major blocks that hinder progress in India. This led him to discuss in detail the Brahminical laws and customs that prevent freedom of individual and caste patriarchal notions that blocks rights to property of women and subordination of women of all caste and religion. The principal aspect of domination and subordination of caste that produces inequality and social oppression is the Brahminical or Hindu social order that grades people based on the principle of inequality, graded inequality. On 20 July 1924, B.R. Ambedkar set up an organization for the emancipation of the untouchables called the Bahishkriti Hitkarini Sabha. At a panel in Bombay, the aim of this association was to make the untouchables aware of their miserable plight and their legitimate rights, and to arouse among them consciousness to demand their right. In pursuance of this aim, Ambedkar gave them a three-pronged slogan: educate, agitate, and organize. At that time, he was in his early 30s. His direct participation and commitments to the movement of the upliftment of the untouchables was remarkable. In 2020, he published a Marathi newspaper, Muk Nayak, which championed the cause of the depressed classes. In 1927, started a magazine called Bahishkriti Bharat, but it appeared to Ambedkar that to deal with the deeply entrenched caste conservatism among Hindus and for reforming Hindu society by eliminating caste evils and giving the statue of social equality to the untouchables, a political approach would be more effective than a purely religious one. He therefore decided to organize his movement primarily along political lines. He took different means for the emancipation of the untouchables. For Ambedkar, education for Dalit was not merely a sole means for developing personality, a source of earning livelihood, but was the most powerful agent for bringing about desired change in society. It was a prerequisite for launching a social movement in modern times. For him, education was an instrument to liberate Dalits from illiteracy, ignorance, and superstition. It would enable them to fight against all forms of injustice, exploitation, oppression, and social suffering inflicted by upper caste hegemony. Ambedkar established Siddharth College in Bombay in 1945 and Milind College at Aurangabad in 1951 to not only make higher education available to the depressed class but also to put the administration of such educational institutions into their hands. He realized the significance of organized activity to carry forward his movement. He considered education to be essential for all men and women irrespective of their social and economic status. All men and women must get at least the minimum education so that they may know how to read and write. The primary education caters to the minimum essential needs of educating the masses. This vision of Ambedkar inspired the untouchables to understand themselves in terms of their history and status in the present. Education provided strength and opportunity for Dalits to fight against poverty, disease, and backwardness. According to Ambedkar, the purpose of education was to help students to study the situation critically. Therefore, education should be scientific, detached, and impartial in character. In the realm of higher education, necessary freedom to frame their own syllabi and assess the performance of their students. He was opposed to prescribing and following a rigidly structured syllabus. He emphasized that the universities must promote education and research rather than becoming bodies for conducting examination and disturbing degrees. To advance the educational interest of the downtrodden section, Ambedkar founded the People's Education Society on 8 July 1945. He considered education as the most powerful agent from bringing about desired changes in society. For him, education was an instrument to liberate Dalits from illiteracy, ignorance, and superstition, and thus enable them to fight against all forms of injustice, exploitation, and oppression. He believed that untouchables had to attain political power to remove social barriers imposed upon them by Brahminical social order. They had to have training in political participation and electoral politics. With these objectives, he established the Independent Labour Party in 1936 and the Scheduled Caste Federation in 1942. He contested election on the plank of these political parties. He gave the call, "Be a ruling class," because political freedom